Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. Alhamdulillah, today we are joined with our amazing sisters here. We are back with our second session of the Hijab, her story. I think this session will be very, very interesting because one, we have Sister Zuliana, which she is currently at the shopping mall. Mending her
Yes,
boots.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam. And we have again Sister Amal. I think everyone knows these two amazing sisters. Today,
Assalamualaikum.
as you guys have you guys know, we're gonna talk about hijab and all our experiences about while wearing hijab, especially when the first time you're wearing it, and then any unique experiences that you went through when you are wearing it. Okay. You guys. Okay. Let's. Sister Ziana, if you want to introduce yourself and what you're doing right now.
Okay, hi. Assalamualaikum. Can you guys hear me kuat?
Yeah.
Yes, clear. Boleh.
Boleh. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, hi. My name is Zuliana and I am actually a creative freelancer. Tapi now I have recently just started my own hijab brand. It's called Zoo.my, and now we just started releasing our first modesty clothing line. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Answers why she's at the mall.
Yes, while I'm selling my stuff.
And Amal.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. This is the first time for me to introduce myself. Usually I'm the host. So I'm Amal Aliah. I'm an active volunteer in Mercy Mission Malaysia. And I don't know, I'm at home enjoying the weekend.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. First, we want to know when was the first time, like for me, when I started wearing tudung, it was just, because when you were small, pergi sekolah, you have to wear it. It wasn't like a conscious kind of feeling of pakai tudung. It's not like a practicing reason of why I'm wearing tudung. So I started wearing quite young when maybe I was 10 or 11 when I went to school. So in school I started wearing it without the actual feeling macam apa dapat hidayah or the the
Hmm.
reason of wearing tudung. How is it for you guys? For
So,
Okay,
Zuliana.
Amal first. Oh, me.
Amal.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. For me, because I started wearing it very late. Not, I mean, considerably late. I started when I was 20
Okay.
years old. And before that, I was very out there. I wore really tight body fitting clothes, and I wasn't shy wearing sleeveless, and my hair was like almost every day I had to make it nicely. And yeah, so when I started wearing it, it was actually during New Year's. Yeah,
Okay.
and it was quite a
Was it like
yeah,
a
that was
New
the
Year's resolution? Like part of
yeah,
the
honestly.
Okay, subhanallah.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
What about
Alhamdulillah.
you, Amal?
My dad make it compulsory for his daughters to wear tudung when we have
Oh,
reached Akhir Balik.
how
So
Okay, was it like
cute.
did you guys like a bit rebellious or macam okay pakai je
so
lah
we did
ayah
have
suruh?
a very smooth transition. So it's like today
Oh,
I'm wearing shorts and tomorrow I'm wearing a full gear of tudung because I
oh
just got my
wow.
menses. So it's
So
like that. It's
how old were you? Was it like 10, 11,
sorry.
12? How old were you?
Ah,
Okay, Ahmad dah start
Amal
lagging.
dah start type.
ah,
Dengar tak? We can hear your voice, Amal.
okay. I cannot hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, what was it? Okay dah.
Okay, how old were you when you started wearing tudung?
It was 12. I was 12.
Okay. So
So
was it like
every
macam pelik?
orang pelik sangat. My friends, my neighbours yang selalu main air petang-petang, macam, pasal Minah ni semalam pakai seluar pendek keluar rumah. Hari ni pakai tudung. Itu dia long sleeve, tudung tutup bawah, pakai long pants. And I was a very active kid. Main basikal,
Wow.
panjat bukit, semua benda. So it was a hassle at first. But
Okay.
Yeah, that
But you
was
got
it.
used
My
to it.
dad set the rules, and
Alhamdulillah.
I'm like, okay, pa.
Yeah, no choice.
So how was it like for Zoo, like when you started wearing it, like the first day, did you like macam tak ada test pakai dulu ke, or you just like Amal, you just wear it that day and then just continue wearing it without like hesitant?
Okay, for me, because I actually thought of wearing it a long time already. So, on in my case, I'm quite grateful to have friends who started wearing them earlier than me.
Mm.
So I had some guidance with styling, and they were on my first day happens to be a day where I spent that night, the New Year's Eve night, where I spent it with my friends. So that night itself, they asked me, "How do you want me to help you style it?" Blah blah blah. So we were having like
Ah.
a mini styling session, yeah. And I'm like, "Are you sure? Doesn't this make me look too bulat or like too fluffy?" You know, that's always I think a problem when new hijabis try to get comfortable with, because I think when we start wearing, at first we will look like, so bulat and so eggy like that. So it's nice to have people around us to guide us how to style properly before
Mm.
we start wearing it every day. And I think
Di-
over the years, as I grow, I learn to style it according to my face shape lah. So alhamdulillah.
okay. So did you start with the tudung bawal first?
No, I actually started with a cotton shawl.
Which one
Mm.
which one is cotton shawl?
It's the one
Which,
yang
But the
tebal tu.
similar to what you're wearing right now, that's how you're wearing it.
No, I wore it like that, and I had it like all
Alah
the
comel,
way
Masya Allah.
lilit-lilit. Yeah, like budak kecil like that. So yeah, alhamdulillah lah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Because most people that I know, they would go through the phase of wearing tudung bawal first, and then you would explore different kind of tudung. So like for me, I
Yeah.
I, I started with the tudung because you went to school, right? So pakai the tudung sarung yang macam the segi
Oh,
tiga one. Yeah,
uh,
I see.
yeah. So
yang
most
dah
people
siap
that I
jahit
know,
tu.
yeah, that one. So most people that I know would do the tudung bawal, like tudung sekolah kind of type first, and then tudung bawal, and then you experiment with the like Yuna style, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
there was a phase of
What
Yuna
about,
and Hana Tajima style, right? That was like
yeah, Hana Tajima style.
yeah. So for me, I went crazy during that time. I was like all this tudung, this shawl tudung like Hana Tajima and but it didn't turn out right because my like your face, my face a bit bulat, right? So I wasn't. I
Hmm.
felt a bit
Yeah,
macam
we can see that.
insecure.
We can see that.
That's what I'm
We can
saying.
see that the shape.
Subhanallah. Was there any
Because
point like macam Amal?
no,
Yeah,
because
Amal?
during my time, I was born way before you guys, so there was no
Hmm.
shawl or anything. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bawal.
Betul?
So you have
Oh.
to style the bawal like in the front or at the side
But
or
I
paling
went
hit
through
lah,
Ah.
paling hit kat
the
atas.
but I went through the phase of bidang 45, bidang 40, 60.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
I
see.
didn't go
The
through that phase.
yeah, I went through that phase when I started practicing. I went through that phase. Oh, maybe bawal yang what's the brand? I can't remember yang ada bunga-bunga lawa tu. Everyone went crazy over that. I can't remember
Huh?
the tudung bawal. Okay, never mind.
Is
Bawal
it
yang
Was
ada
there
bunga
Aliah?
lawa. I
was there at
yeah.
a point macam when you started wearing your hijab, was there anyone that wasn't as supportive?
Okay, Amal, go.
No, because my dad forced me. Who would dare to go against my dad? It's like, huh? Why are you wearing tudung? Ask my dad. So everybody will keep quiet, like, okay.
Were you
No,
like
no
ada rasa macam
excuses.
marah tak inside, or you're like okay, I'll just go with the flow?
No, because I didn't have to face it first because I have two older sisters who had to go through it, so I expected that. Like
Okay,
okay,
so you
Ah,
already know that's
I'm
gonna
ready.
happen to you.
Yeah.
you were
So no
prepared.
problem. Yes, and I just grab all their clothes, just wear it, no problem.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. What about
That's the
you,
best
Zuliana?
part when you have siblings yang dah start pakai kan, so it's easier for
Yeah.
you kan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
True.
In my case, I think people were shocked at first, of course, because I went from also not shorts, but I went from uh full figure body fitting clothing and like upper hair dry blonde hair, like all this really nice outfit, and then tiba-tiba the next day terus pakai tudung and then like cardigan and then like baju longgar, and then like people were they did not react negatively, but most of them were puzzled because I went to a private uni. I went to Taylor's. So a lot of people there can knew me as someone like considerably sexy. And then suddenly the next day diorang tengok I dah macam Muslimization myself. So semua macam, whoa, dude, what happened to you? Like I think it was more awkward than negative lah.
Okay.
Mm.
Was there
Yeah.
anyone that you realized that started distancing from you, like because they would consider you as a different person now sebab dah start pakai tudung, you're covering, and then when you started wearing tudung, I don't know about you, but for me, most people would be like when you start wearing tudung and then you start to realize you are not supposed to be at a certain place, or you're not supposed to be mixing with a certain crowd. Does that happen to you?
Okay, Amal.
No, no, because I started when I was 12, so we were just kids just hanging around. So they're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, pakai
Yeah.
tudung ke? Macam, oh, okay. But we're still friends kan? Boleh still main kan? Yeah, sure. I can still come over to your house, right? Yeah. Tapi I tak pakai tudung. It's
Cute.
okay. My dad cares about me, not you. You can just come over. You don't have to wear tudung. Tak apa, jangan risau. I okay je. So, we grew up
Yeah.
together. So, it's no
Oh,
problem.
cute. That's so cute.
Kids.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
In
But at
my
least
How
the
about
case,
you?
kids
I
are
think,
actually they thinking about
uh,
that as well, right? The kids dia macam terfikir juga, even at that age, you
uh,
at 12 you already thinking, oh patutnya like okay, maybe I'm not supposed to mix with her anymore because dia dah start pakai
Yeah.
tudung macam it's
yeah.
yeah, right, it's in your mind, it's like in your fitrah as well, like you realise okay, benda ni sebenarnya ada barrier, kind of barrier as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually it's really nice that they were considerate,
Mm.
even
Yeah.
when they were
True.
12 years old. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kan? Sweet je.
sedap tau. 12 years
I
old
just
pun dah
realized
boleh
that.
fikir like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Think
certain
of your
even
friends.
yeah, even in general with your friends, when you are going through certain issues in your life, they would actually accommodate through to your
True.
comfort. Yeah, kan? That you
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
think we have those kind of friends as well. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah,
Yeah,
I have
Alhamdulillah.
that kind of friends throughout my
Yeah, yeah,
almost
Alhamdulillah.
throughout my life. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh,
How's it for you, Zuliana? When you started changing, was there anyone distancing themselves from you, or did you change any kind of like your life? Because like you said before wearing tudung, your lifestyle was different, and then after you started wearing, how is it with your family as well? Dia orang terkejut tak?
oh gosh. When I came back that New Year's, my mom was so happy. I think she was on her knees going, "Oh my gosh, my baby!" She was so happy, and I felt like crying lah. Of course, like, oh wow, I finally made my mom happy. After so many years. But she was fine with me not wearing because she didn't want to impose it on me. Dia takut, dia tahu
Mm-hmm.
I jenis rebellious sikit. So dia takut kan I pakai tudung in front of her, lepas tu belakang dia I buka, which is not nice, for the family punya name lah.
Mm.
So my family responded positively, but I guess like you said, the difference was in my university because before I started wearing the hijab, I was really freely going around and hugging my guy friends and whatnot,
Mm.
which uh after I started wearing the tudung, I think like automatically you would naturally feel like, oh no, I pakai tudung, I shouldn't do
Mm.
this anymore lah. So it's not it's haram anyway. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
might as well pakai tudung, look the part and play the part. Yeah. So actually, it's like a switch off button like that.
What
Yeah.
did it happen like automatically the first day you started wearing, or it took time for you to be okay macam not mixing with certain people, like you mentioned, not hugging your guy friends? Did it take time or macam
Ah,
some guys, they know they still want to try, macam dia orang pun tak sure, so they give you like half a hug and then dia macam, oh actually you can't hug.
yeah, betul. I had some guy Chinese friends because I have multiracial friends. So my Chinese friends adalah satu dua macam confused tau. Macam, oh, so I cannot hold your hand anymore lah. And like, like salam and like, high fives and all that. I said, I guess not. But there was one international friend. He's Indian. He was very respectful. He said, okay, so since you're wearing the hijab, I think we shouldn't be, I don't think we can get morning hugs anymore. And I think it's fine for me. Don't worry if you don't want to do it anymore. I said, yeah, man, thank you. There should be so many guys out there like you.
That's very
Yeah.
respectful of them, right? Subhanallah.
Yeah.
And it's amazing when and the non-Muslims actually understand this more rather compared to
Yeah.
Muslims itself.
Agree.
Yeah, it's so
I
true.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Because some
Yeah.
of them they macam hesitant macam bila nak pegang even macam even when they want to pass us something, they make sure they hold it at the edge so that
Yes.
we're not holding macam tak kena
True.
tangan, or when they wanna macam certain people they ask you first like boleh salam ke, or tak boleh, macam they ask
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
okay,
true.
I jual cake. So yeah, I sell
Mm.
cakes. So whenever I want to whenever I want to pass a cake box to my customer, if they are non-Muslim, they'll be like, why don't you put it there? So I'll just take it up from you. Or they will just hold it.
Oh.
Or if they just macam bump sikit lah, like this. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Kan,
But
subhanallah.
I don't know
You
about
better
Malay
be
guys.
sorry because that's my I wudu there.
You just wasted my I would bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I don't know why. Maybe it's just the guys that I meet, the Malay guys that I met. They just scratch it off like, okay bro, okay, terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Yeah.
Terima kasih bro. Rezeki lah kot, tak tahulah. That's what they say. That's what they say. Whenever they do something wrong, they're like, alah rezeki. Like, no, that's not rezeki.
rezeki.
Again, you're Muslim.
It's not rezeki. No, wrong concept.
Subhanallah. Was it like when you Zul, you mentioned that dulu pakai, like you were a bit trendy and fashionable. Did you miss that, or do you try to incorporate that with your hijab style right now?
Yeah, honestly, I don't actually miss it because I think I feel more secure when I cover up. Now when I see people wearing like how I wore back then, I sendiri rasa macam I tak selesa tengok. So I remember back then pakai macam tak ada apa pun. Tapi sekarang, sometimes we layer our clothes kan. We pakai inside ada macam our inner, and then we pakai skirt tapi we pakai a big oversized to cover up. So sometimes I do macam pakai just the inner ni, I rasa macam, oh, I do look good, but I cannot imagine going out and, wearing my scarf without something over it, I mean, like, it's decent because I do cover my aura, but it's not fully, not showing the figure. So I can't say I miss it. I don't actually. I don't miss it. So I do try to incorporate it into the hijab friendly style now.
Okay. How about you, Amal?
Yeah.
Oh, but Zul, did you throw all your clothes?
No, actually, I tried to mix and match it, make it work.
Me,
Yeah.
I just
threw
wearing
mine.
you did?
Yeah, when I started
Why?
wearing I did when I started. I was telling for the first session, I was telling them when I started wearing, and when proper understanding of hijab, I started practicing everything. That moment, because I'm like, okay, I know myself. I know what's gonna happen if I don't do this or I don't do this. So what I did was, it was a regret after I got married. Like I was telling Sister Shani that it was a regret when I started changing. Pakai skirt, pakai baju kurung, and then to abaya. I threw out all my jeans.
No.
And then I was like,
And then
yang tu
you regret.
masih tak nyesal lagi, because macam okay, tak apalah sebab keluar because that time I was in uni. So in uni duduk berapa lama sangat dalam bilik. I was out most of the time. So I'm like, it's okay. I'll just throw out the jeans. I'm not gonna. I determined. I don't want to wear it because if I still have it in my closet, that means I would have the feeling still to wear it untuk keluar. And
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
so that time I had all these like nice, not really branded. Like you have like Mango and H&M that time kan,
Oh,
macam baju
yeah,
lawan
yeah.
kan. So I was like, I was telling my the girl in the different room like and she was my size. I'm like, do you want this baju? You want this baju? And she took all of them. And then after a while, I'm like, I can still wear them at home. Why am I throwing them
True.
off?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
exactly.
there was all this nice lawa-lawa punya. So
Yeah.
I threw them out, and
Oh.
I only felt the regret after a few years.
So
So
how
sekarang
I
kena start
told
shopping semula.
we're gonna kan,
Aiyo.
lepas tu tak ada duit. Masuk ada duit. So anyway, like how I told you guys that I was forced to wear it when I reached my when I got my menses. So at the same time, my dad encouraged us to wear beautifully at home. So we
Oh,
still
that's
dress up at
cute.
home, and my dad encouraged us. Like he's like, why don't you? Okay, he bought a few dresses for us. Why don't you guys try to wear it? And then we have shoes that specifically we wear inside our house. We
No
have
wonder the heels.
Oh.
yes, we got heels, we got wedges, we got pretty dresses, all tight clothes. My dad actually bought us all those stuff. But bila beli baju raya, we got two sets of baju raya, one for at home and one for outside. So,
Okay,
I
that's
think this is
smart.
how it's supposed to be actually, the way that
so
you're
yeah,
supposed kan, because it's not
Yeah.
because I realized this the way that your father's way is bila pergi Saudi tau. When I went to Saudi, you know how all the girls are
Betul.
wearing abaya apa semua. So I was asking my husband. So because people always have the mentality, oh in Malaysia lah, people always have the mentality, oh budak-budak ni pakai abaya, dalam mesti seksi. They always say that. I always hear that when you're referring to Arabs. So when I went there in Saudi, I don't know. Macam bila I start going to people's houses, kan? The moment we enter, everyone just took off their abaya. You know how Saudi abaya yang butang tu kan?
yeah,
And we in Malaysia, we used to the yang sarung terus. So in Saudi,
yes.
everyone, the moment they enter the house, they just took it off macam how it's a coat. Took it off and dalam is like they are so pretty.
And then
Nice
what did we do?
dresses. They dress up pretty well, and because they wear niqab, you don't know they're wearing all this
Oh my god, yeah.
makeup, right? So when I got back and I realized this is what it's supposed to be. When we hear all these Islamic lectures, they're saying, you're supposed to dress up in front of your mahrams, and kita kat rumah, not you guys obviously, like kita pakai baju macam just t-shirt and seluar
Yes.
biasa macam baju tidur
Yeah,
tu lagi.
yeah.
And then we don't realize that actually this is the where you can actually dress up. Like you're supposed to dress up for your mahrams, like not just husband. Your
Yeah.
mahram, huge bubble of who your mahrams is,
Yes,
not just
true.
husband. So the way that your father's thinking is like not many
Yeah.
people does that for their family.
And not many people understand. People surround us didn't actually understand. They're like, ala, anak kecil lagi, biarlah dia melawak. They didn't know. We're like, we're okay because we know because we know we had fun at home. They didn't know that.
Yeah.
They didn't get a chance to see us having fun. And
You have
I
no
remember,
idea.
yeah, I remember my grandparents when they first came to our house. Well, we all did wear the hijab, and then they spent a few nights at our house. And one of those nights, we were like, let's dress up, and we dressed up, and they're like, oh, you guys having fun at home. No wonder you don't mind seeing all those fashionista doing all those stuff, wearing makeups and tight clothes and everything. You guys are doing exactly the same thing at home. So that's
Yeah,
why I see
yeah.
those high heels and those wedges and those weird shoes hanging around inside the house.
So you're
And
not
they're like,
missing out on the fashion
no,
scene.
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
So
yeah.
and after that, my grandparents are like, nah, I'm going to protect these girls. Whatever happened, they're going to wear full gear outside and inside their house. Up to you, whatever you want to do.
See, and you're still not missing out. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
That makes me cool, man.
I wish everyone understood that concept and applied it at home also, so that they won't be afraid to start wearing the hijab. Like they know that they can still go and buy that cute piece of, shirt or pants and actually wear it. Yeah, I wish they understood that better.
That's true. that would mean that you wouldn't have a point where you feel like okay nak buka tudung lah because I feel like I need to dress up or
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
not to impress
Yeah,
like
true.
mostly to make yourself feel good like you're pretty, you look good, but
Yeah, just
the
to
feeling
remind
of macam
yourself in a way.
do you guys have any thoughts like has it ever been through your mind like okay nak cabut tudung lah semula then maybe I can dress up nicely going
Oh
out.
no,
Berani.
not for me. No, tak apa. Berani.
I'm still staying with my dad. Berani.
Berani. Bukan yang you sebab you je. Ayah you sebab I juga.
Dia cakap dengan siapa semalam? Okay, I'm gonna catch that girl too.
Exactly. No lah, macam no lah. Somehow macam I think once you dah wear it, it feels macam sebati. So
Mm-mm.
taking it off would mean like you will have to go through it all again, you know. So nah.
But for me, I feel like there's something missing if you go out without tudung or covering yourself up. And if you
Macam
are
naked kan?
yeah, if you are tight clothes. So for me, right now I'm very comfortable wearing jubah all time sebab malas,
Yeah.
and also all
Sebab
those
malas.
all those loose fitting clothes because
Yeah, yep.
one you can get air inside.
Yes,
You can
yes.
get angin inside.
Oh,
There's
feel
no
you.
breezy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just don't like the way guys stare when I wear tight fitting clothes. I feel uneasy. I feel not safe. I feel like that, you know what? Let's just not give them the opportunity to look at us that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like that now.
Okay.
That's why it's amazing how the whole concept of hijab, because different people would understand hijab differently, and we go through different stages as well. Sometimes kita tak sedar that even though certain sister dia tak cover properly yet, because one, she doesn't actually understand the whole concept of hijab, and two, she is struggling even at that phase itself. Macam I remember there was one instance, there's a UK British influencer. She was the
Oh, I
hijab.
think I know. I
Yeah.
know who.
So
Because I really look up to her actually.
yeah, she's amazing, subhanallah. She's encouraging
Yeah.
other people wearing tudung, but then at one point she started bit by bit wearing you can see her hair, and then slowly she's taking it off. So that time, you know how everyone keeps on bashing and saying, oh, dia punya iman is low, this and that. But there was one brother that was saying that, which made me understand it more, is that he's like, we don't understand, we don't realize it's actually just her trying to wear it just like that might be her struggle. Like macam contoh, maybe someone is at the point where you can see dia punya jambul or whatever it is. We don't know what situation they're in, where maybe that's the struggle. The maybe the family is not supportive. That's why she's at least just putting it on is a lot for her. Because some people, they have family members that's actually not as supportive. They'll be more happy if they take the tudung off, or you wear more clothes that's revealing, or you are more in style with the current fashion and everything. So that made me realize that everyone have their own struggle. Maybe we keep on bashing as the netizens, makcik-makcik bawang ni kan, but then we don't realize everyone ada their own struggle kan. Even wearing niqab, I have my own struggle as well, just that maybe we are not voicing it out as well. But yeah, but it's amazing how hijab itself, when we actually understand hijab betul-betul, it's actually not just for ourselves, it's for the whole ummah itself to understand the whole concept, and then more respect to woman folk itself. It's not just macam untuk diri kita je. Like Amal was mentioning, you get more respect from men. People don't look at you if you wear baju ketat. Like I said, I'm not trying to judge people. You wear baju ketat, but then people start, men would stare at you
Looking at
different.
you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I was at one point when I started realizing this kind. This is bad, but then I started to see when where was it? I think last weekend or two weeks ago. I was waiting. I went to get shawarma and halab, okay, in Bukit Bintang, and you know
So
how
good.
women are dressed up in that street. And then there's
Yeah.
I always want to see how men reacts to how women are dressed up. I want to see
Mhm.
how they look at women differently. How when I walk, obviously no one would be staring in a
Mm.
macam what's the word?
Provocative. Yeah, ni.
Yeah, but when you see
Yeah.
women that's even they're not they're non-practicing and they're revealing clothes, you can see men actually staring at them like daripada one end to other end, and then to me I'm like
Yeah.
I feel so disgusted.
Yeah,
I
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
feel like
betul.
going to the man and like hitting them, but I can't because macam tiba-tiba kan. But I can
Yeah.
see
Mm-mm.
it's one man. It's the same guy. He's sitting there while he's waiting for his shawarma, but you can see different girls walking. Okay, so when any kind of girls walk, and I can see like I'm in my head. I'm like, Subhanallah, oh, may Allah protect all these ladies because it makes them understand the
Mm-mm.
whole concept about hijab. Even if you're not practicing, the way that you're covering yourself, only Allah can protect you.
Yeah, betul. Yeah, that's true.
So whenever
Especially,
yeah,
betul lah.
you were saying.
No, no, I mean like because I have gone through instances like that too, and it's practicing women who are still wearing tight clothes lah. Tapi macam betul lah, like you said, it depends on how much they're struggling kan. Macam some of
Mm-hmm.
them are not ready to move on, but they want to move on. But betul
Mm-hmm.
lah, because when I see these people, I also see around them men who are continuously looking. Like you said lah,
Mm-hmm.
they will definitely at one point because we also like to look at them. Kita orang pun rasa dia orang
True.
cantik pakai macam tu kan.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
imagine us, you can imagine how the men feel like when they look at these women, you
Yeah.
know. Betul lah, like you said, it's very disgusting when you look at these men like, hello,
Yeah.
eyes that way, you know, like
Yeah.
Subhanallah.
True. Yeah.
Especially with the current issues now with the what's her name? Ain.
Yeah. Make school a
yeah.
safe place. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Oh
subhanallah.
gosh.
But
Oh yeah.
I know reading all those comments from in Facebook, like I have no, I don't deny that because I do have friends like that kind of that did that kind of reaction, who gave
Mm-hmm.
sexual jokes aku jokingly,
Oh
and I
wow,
just
so
and
funny.
I will just dismiss them. And like, you know what? I don't need you in my life because I can't change you. Even if
Mm.
I give up
Yeah.
my peace of mind, you'll be bashing me from
Yeah,
front, behind, back,
definitely.
side to side. So I'll just leave you and dismiss you from my life. That's it.
Yeah.
That's true as well.
Yeah.
It's
Do
so
you
sad.
guys?
Anyway,
Yeah,
okay,
you're
because
saying.
okay. So when you wear a hijab, it makes you feel safer from those eyes. Besides that,
Yeah,
hijab
yeah.
did save me. Okay, there's these two incidents. One, I
Mm-hmm.
was in one of the malls in Kuala Lumpur. So
Mm-hmm.
we were looking for something to eat, as always.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this very good burger store. I was browsing
Mm-hmm.
through the menu, and like, oh, okay, not bad. And then the waiter came up to me and he's like, Assalamualaikum, Waalaikumsalam. This is not halal. And I'm like, oh,
Oh,
okay. I was like, okay. But then because I just dismiss him because I saw a few tables of Muslims. I'm very sure they're Muslims, even though they don't wear the tudung. I'm very sure they are Muslims because I heard the way they talk and the way they discuss
mm-hmm.
things. And I thought
Mm-hmm.
I heard him wrongly. And then he said again, sister, yeah, this is not halal. I'm like, oh, okay. And I look around and then I saw those Muslims, they're just eating the burgers like, no, no, so good and
Oh
everything.
my
And
god.
I feel
Ah.
and I feel like Alhamdulillah, Allah made me wear this hijab. He saved me from eating something that is not allowed.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
like,
so true.
thank you so much. I mean, I don't blame the waiter. Maybe he did advise them, or he didn't know. Even he himself was not sure
Not
whether they're
sure.
Muslims or not
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they did not dress accordingly. So I'm like,
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
okay,
true. That's true.
yeah. And then there's another one. Hijab saved me. Okay, I was me and my family. We had a what do you call it? A road trip. We drove
Mm-hmm.
through New Zealand, the Northern Island. So
Mm-hmm.
we were driving for about a few hours and then we reached this very small town and happened to be there was a festival there. Macam ada
Mm-hmm.
carnival apa-apalah. So a town carnival, a small carnival. So we got in there, and of course, I walked through myself to the food section because there's nothing else to see but food. I was so hungry, so I just look at it, and then I stopped at the stall, and I was like, this looks interesting, and I think I can eat this. So because there's this one thing, I'm not sure what it was, but I was very confident it was something. It was a type of vegetable or herbs or anything. So I ordered that
Okay.
one. So I got that one, and then the lady, I think a native New Zealander. What do you call that person? New Zealander something.
New Zealander, yeah.
Kiwi.
So and then she's like, but then this meal has this thing. She called. I'm not sure what it was. It was an Italian sausage. So there's pork inside.
Oh.
And I'm like,
no.
okay. Innocently, I was like, okay. And then she's, no, you cannot eat this. Muslim, right? Oh yeah.
Did no one telling you?
So one time I was like, but you can eat this one. There's this potato dish, and I'm using a different pan. I'm not using the same pan as this one. So is it okay for you? And I'm like, sure. I don't care how much you use it, but you're so
Yeah,
nice to me.
how can she actually understand even using a different pen?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I was not in a big city. It was a small town.
Subhanallah.
Dia macam you jalan dari KL pergi JB, you singgah Pedas Negeri Sembilan, tiba-tiba ada carnival kat situ. You macam that's very
That's
small.
how small
town.
it was.
That's how small it was. So I'm like, Alhamdulillah, Allah protect me by wearing hijab, not just from those nasty eyes, but also from food, things that I like.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Have you
I had
ever
the same
traveled?
experience
Zuliana?
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the same travel experience when I was traveling to UK, and you know how fish and chips are very popular there, right? So you know that they cook their fish and chips using wine to give that macam masam-masam punya taste tu. So I went to Brighton and had I wanted to eat at this fish and chip eatery, and I heard that my friends went there and they told me that it's really good there, you know, you should so go and what. So I went there, and then when I wanted to order the fish and chips along with the is it mayonnaise or is it
Tartar
Island?
sauce.
I don't remember. Tartar sauce, yeah. The
Yeah.
tartar sauce, right? So they said the tartar sauce is the one yang super good. They were saying like you must get the tartar sauce. So I said, okay, I want the fish and chips and I want your tartar sauce because I heard that it's so good. Lepas tu diorang immediately, oh no, we cannot serve our tartar sauce to you because you're hijabi, you're Muslim, we cannot give. I macam, huh? But my friends are Muslim too. I macam, oh no. Sebab my friends yang datang tu tak pakai tudung. Diorang macam non-hijabi. So I macam, oh no, you know like, oh my god, why you tak bagi tahu my friends? So dia cakap, oh your friends no hijabi. I thought no Muslim. I macam, oh no. So the tartar sauce tu ada arak dalam tu.
Okay.
So diorang macam mix with the arak. And then dia kata fish and chips pun kalau boleh ambil this other dish yang macam fish and chips juga because diorang masak fish and chips dengan arak juga.
Beer kan?
So
Dia ada beer better.
Yeah, so I macam oh no. Oh dear, you know like how many people ni like
True.
but in a way for me I was safe in that sense lah juga. Alhamdulillah.
See, even hijab will save you from food that you're not supposed to eat. Subhanallah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's true.
Ya Allah. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Alhamdulillah.
Do you guys have any experience where when you actually keep on understanding, like for me I keep at times it's normal that your iman goes up and down and then you're understanding about how you're protecting yourself, covering yourself, macam kadang-kadang tak apalah tak payah pakai nak tudung, tak apalah tak payah gini, tak payah macam ni kan. Do you have any macam every time you keep on learning new things about hijab, you feel like macam I feel like at peace, like like for me when I the first time I mean like kita pakai tudung, pakai baju kurung, that for me that time was like a daily thing, like a normal thing. But the first time I felt the sweetness of iman. Like when I was properly covering myself, macam pakai hand socks, and I was wearing abaya, and then my tudung was labo. That day was what I remember. This is what I was saying even before this. The first day that you actually wear it properly, you would actually remember it. You wouldn't. Most people would actually remember it. Hardly that you wouldn't
Yeah.
remember, because uh, first thing is like, is your first time wearing it, and then second thing is the feeling that you had bila pakai. So that
Mm-hmm.
day when I started wearing, that day it was, I started macam cover properly lah, pakai hand socks, pakai abaya, tudung labuh, and then when I was walking to class, and I still remember, I like walking to class, and the feeling of the sweetness of iman. Macam bila pakai hijab, like
Mm.
I'm properly, I was that time I was so proud of myself because I'm properly covering myself. Macam tak ada tunjuk, I was wearing socks and everything. Do you guys have ever gone through that feeling, like, you feel very at ease, like at peace, and then macam your day is just gonna be amazing?
Yes, for me, yes, I have, and I have days like that because I since because I started wearing it late, so I have been struggling with keeping penjarakan between my guy friends and myself lah. Like I
Mm,
mentioned tadi kan. So throughout my whole time in my uni, I iman like you said berbolak-balik kan. So
yeah,
sometimes I yang nak initiate hugs because I'm just a very easily attached person. I macam affectionate kind of person. So I suka peluk-peluk ni. Tapi that's the thing lah. Iman kita berbolak-balik. Sometimes ada yang hari yang I nak peluk, ada hari yang I tak nak peluk. But it all macam my iman macam solidified honestly after I got married.
alhamdulillah.
After I got married, I macam bila pakai tudung kan, I tak rasa macam I nak pegang anyone else pun. Macam tak perlu pun. Macam there is no necessity for me to impress anyone to get their attention ke apa. So for me, I think completing half a deen pun macam lagi makes my iman stronger in a way. Macam now I feel like the only sole purpose I have as a Muslimah and a wife is to um is to be good to myself, to my husband, and to Allah lah, of course. So being good to myself means I have to cover up, and that means by covering up and doing what Allah likes will make me have everything smooth for me. Macam everyday I pergi nak buat kerja ni pun I nak jual my tudung ke apa kan. I rasa macam sebab I cover betul-betul Allah suka, and then dia buat semua benda jadi senang. Ada orang everyday mesti ada satu or dua sales, every my assistants are happy, happily helping me. My husband is happily taking care of my kid at home, and I think it starts from the root, which is me wearing my hijab properly, and fighting myself. Kadang kita pakai hijab pun kita nak lah yang pakai yang tarik belakang, nampak my chest and whatnot, because cantik kan. But every day I try to tell myself, no, let's not do that. You will look good in that, but it's not good, and Allah doesn't like that. So
Do you get any hints from your
alhamdulillah.
husband, macam kadang-kadang dia bagi reminder juga, Zu, tak payahlah macam ni?
Oh my
Does
god,
he?
yes. Yes. Because he knows I like to dress up. So sometimes when I nak keluar pun kan, those are days lah yang I macam nak keluar tapi nak pakai yang macam tarik atas macam
Yeah.
tu. So he'll be like, sayang, I know your jacket is upstairs. You want me to take it for you? Or
Oh,
I
so
macam, so I cakap, but I feel comfortable like this. And then dia kata, like this at home, yes, but when you go out, are you sure you're gonna be comfortable? I macam,
mashallah, may Allah bless
yeah,
him.
like, yeah. So I cakap, kan macam, you won't understand it until you dah keluar baru you macam, oh my god, yeah, I patut pakai lah that oversized top, So, it
Lepas
does
tu
make you
duduk
feel
dalam kereta tak
happier.
keluar.
Ya, betul. Lepas tu nak keluar macam, alamak, dekat sini ada brands outlet ke lah. Macam like nak pakai
True.
oversized top.
Something just over there.
Just to cover. Yeah. So it does make us feel secure.
The hint here is, Amal, get married, complete half of your deen.
I have my dad.
But your dad can't be
But
reminding you like every now and then. Your
Yeah,
husband boleh lah
yeah,
macam,
true. Yeah, my dad dah tak kisah
yeah, yeah.
sekarang. He's like, yeah, whatever.
mm,
Because so my moment, my moment was okay. So I got the chance to perform Hajj during 2012. So before you go into Hajj, you will buy lots of telekung because you're going to perform Hajj.
Oh, so
So you have to
true.
wear
Yep.
telekung like every day. My mom bought me a lot of telekung, like 10, something like that, because we're going to go for a
That's a
whole night.
lot. That's a
Yeah, and then
lot.
I went there. It was a huge crowd because it was Haji, what do you call, Haji Akbar, the one that had the Haji. So
Oh.
it happens on a Friday. So it was one of the
Okay.
top Hajj lah. So it was crowded,
Mm,
and I had to handle my mom because she was
mm,
not that strong. And at the same time,
mm.
I still have to handle a few other Juma'ah because they were old and they have no one to help them, to assist them.
Oh.
And how telekung is, like they're big, and I got those tebal one
Yes.
because I tak nak yang jarang kan. Nanti nampak see through, so I got the big and the thick one. And it's Mecca on a crowded area
hot.
with the temperature going
Oh.
blasting through your head. And I was like, no, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. So I texted my friend, Hani, who was also performing Hajj during that time, but she was at another camp. And she was like, pakai je lah tudung. Apa masalah dia? You can still wear. Orang Malaysia, Indonesia je pakai telekung. Pakai je lah tudung.
Yeah.
You have tudung, right? And I was not confident because everyone around me was wearing telekung. And one day,
Mm.
I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to wear tudung. So I wear tudung properly. First time, I wear tudung properly. Pin dekat depan. And I prayed. And then I went back to the hotel. I'm like, yeah, I can just wear like this. Why should I wear telekung? Macam nanti balik Malaysia pun, I tak akan pakai telekung keluar. I need something that I can wear now and when I'm going back and in the future easily. The one that I'm free to do anything in it. So that's when I started to wear jubah. I started to buy. I experimented with people experimented with tudung. I experimented with jubah. All kinds of cuttings, all kinds of cloth, like kain. I don't know, kain yang tebal,
Lycra
kain
lah,
nipis,
silk lah.
lycra, cotton, any kind. Those with pockets, those without pockets. Length dia
Those
berbeza.
with
The one,
zips and
yes, zip tepi ni. Those with tight,
zip tepi ni.
tight
Lace kan?
arm. Yes, lace, beads, and then length yang berderai-derai tu, tak pun yang ngam-ngam to your tumit, or you want it shorter so you have
Yeah.
pants inside. I have all
Yeah.
kinds of jubah until now.
Wow.
So you can see, you can see it black, but then there are lots of ways that I wear it. So, but
Variety. That's cool.
I have found the one that I like, and I've settled down with that. But then now, yeah, the problem is I have too much of black jubah, and since you can't go out for like a year now, it's just a waste.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You
true.
should like go to pop-up booths and just sell your jubah balik, your pre-love jubah.
Then I'll be like deep regretting doing it.
Oh.
Yeah, don't. Just keep it.
No, I'm
Put
just
it in a
gonna
box
keep it.
and then simpan dalam store.
Lepas
Okay,
tu
yeah.
And
order.
forget about it.
Yep, forget about it. And then wear it again when you feel like you want to wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then that's my and then until now I feel comfortable because for me, what you wear outside is the one that you wear, the one that you can wear when you perform your solat.
Solat.
So
Yeah,
if you
that's true.
don't feel-
That's true. Yeah.
If you don't feel easy to perform your solat in it, that means you're not covering enough.
That's
That's
true.
true.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's
And also I'm always with Deep now. So she always wear black and covered and everything. I feel like left out. FOMO. Bila dengan dia. She looks so cool.
So you want to wear
I wanna
black
be
juga,
cool.
kan?
Yeah, I want to be
I'm not showing you what I'm wearing inside, which is not just black.
I want to be cool too. I'm just going to wear black and we can compete who's the coolest.
Yep.
Subhanallah. Okay, I think we've gone like nearly an hour now. Do you guys have any message out for the sisters out there that is still not sure, macam they are at the point that they want to wear but they are not sure if they should wear it, or the point that they are actually struggling to cover their aura properly. Do you have any message for them?
Every day is a struggle. You struggle on things. So choose your fight, whatever that you want to fight for. If you're fighting for something that will benefit you, both in dunya and akhirat, just do it. There's going to be ups and downs. You can fall, but always stand back up. And don't worry, even if what you know you are doing is right and your surroundings does not support you, one day you'll find someone like Zu found her husband who will keep on dragging you up all the way every time without any hesitation. So don't give up because it's worth the fight.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm just going to support Amal's statement. And to strengthen her statement, I would like to remind you guys that whatever struggle and whatever fight that you go through in the name of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, inshallah, He will easily open doors for you to improve and to make your way towards His path, especially if the struggle is within yourself. You know, macam you nak start pakai hijab but you tak berani because you dah biasa pakai, contoh macam you bukan you pakai revealing sangat pun, tapi you pakai something yang easy to wear, contoh t-shirt kan, and then you rasa macam you nak keluar pakai modestly, you takut panas ke, and then you're scared macam you're not used to the whole scarf maybe situation nak jatuh-jatuh ke apa, and then you rasa macam tak payahlah. But honestly, to me, if you start slowly pun, but niat you is to, you know, make your way to wear a full hijab, He will definitely make it easier for you. Baby steps is better than no steps lah to me. Macam, I think everything that you struggle, kalau you minta Allah macam, Ya Allah, can you please help, you know, open my heart. I do want to wear the hijab, but I really think that it's difficult for me to transition into this whole full body pakai loose punya outfit. I'm not used to it, you know, but I will try to just sarung the hijab today, you know, just relate across, you know, and can you please make it easy for me? I have witnessed a few friends yang memang nak pakai, and then diorang start pakai lilit je dulu, lepas tu diorang start to wear the inner end, you know, lilit, and then they start to wear loose, you know. It's because your intention, you not do things for him, so he would definitely make it easier for you, so don't worry. It's better to take baby steps than to not take any steps. Tu je lah.
That's true, subhanallah.
Okay, I ada soalan. Okay, for me, my everyday wear is jubah because that's the most comfortable thing for me. And sometimes sometimes I will wear skirts with shirts. How about you guys? What do you guys wear to go?
Oh, I think we know what dudes wear kan.
Huh?
Dudes will wear jubah, right?
No, even though I have a lot of jubah, there is a jubah that is the tak payah iron, yang I can just sarung, tak kisah, and just go on, and then yang tudung sarung as well, and then just put on my niqab on. That would be like always available there dekat my wardrobe. I make sure that it's clean. Kalau kotor je tersuci, and then I make sure it's there. So bila hari-hari macam I just have to go really quick to the shop or quickly just drop off something, I'll just wear that on.
Well, I know what
And then
shout
the other
out.
thing, or the other thing that I showed to Amal, and then Amal punya, I was jealous. There's something that I got from Saudi that they have macam the big telekung, and then they have tudung attached to it, so I can just
So
wrap
weird.
it up, and then you can make it as a niqab as well. So like just to throw
that's
sampah outside, or go hang the clothes at the back, or just buy roti from the roti man on the bike. Then I'll just put that on.
Nice. Wow, that's so convenient.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what
Even
shout out.
meeting online, office meeting pun, I'll just put it on.
Gaduh. Gaduh nak cakap. Okay, kan I cakap I experiment on jubah. One of the most comfortable jubah that I usually wear right now, the one yang deep jual. So everyone deep jual jubah, comfortable. Ada 2 jenis kain. So good. Nanti pandang-pandang ada tulis apa-apa. Okay, Zoo.
And you guys who needs tudung, you can go to Zoo's booth right now in the New Central.
Yeah.
And Zoo, you ada You ada tu kan baju, tunjuk sikit baju.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mana
So
baju tadi?
we just came up, with it's called an Ease Fit. It's a baju raya tapi it's catered for people like us lah yang macam nak jenis pakai pakai baju yang senang, tak payah you nak susah nak macam kadang-kadang kita nak ambil wuduk kan tapi kita nak sising tangan kan macam ketat lah apa,
True,
sometimes when happy kan nak ni lah, Lepas tu some mummies pun nak breastfeed tapi at the same time nak syariah compliant kan. So diorang pakai jubah tapi diorang macam nak breastfeed macam mana kan. So
True,
ada yang jenis jubah yang zip ni tapi
Zip.
jubah zip ni sometimes I sendiri pun I pakai, I buka, I macam lagi expose my chest, So nak kena pakai ni lagi kan. So we made sure our baju raya ni dia macam oversized top.
Oh.
So dia oversized so macam if you want to breastfeed your baby, you can just tarik macam tu je.
Masuk
so
baby
you
dalam
tarik
tu.
your baby, masuk baby dalam tu instead of kita buka our chest kat sini, So masuk baby and then it's gelap, so baby tu nak tidur ke pun senang, And then we make it loose, the top is loose, so you tak nampak your body shape, and then your ni pun is long enough. Macam my assistant ni, dia pakai kan, nampak dia punya baju macam
Tu dia.
so it's
masuk
loose. Ni loose,
Yeah.
and then her sleeve pun macam,
Yes.
if you are jenis yang tak nak pakai sleeve panjang, you lipat je lah, or you just
True.
sising, tak nak sising lah, you pakai ini tak macam tu. So you nak ambil wuduk pun
Yeah.
ambil
So,
wuduk pun
it's so
macam tu
convenient.
je, Yeah, it's so convenient. And the skirt pun kalau you guys tak nak, macam ada yang jenis tak berani nak look gobos-gobos lagi, our skirt is a pencil skirt tapi is high waisted. So bila high waisted macam mommies pun kalau nak
covers.
breastfeed kan, dia duduk, dia tak nampak pun dia punya perut tu, so you nak contoh macam raya pun, kalau you beraya, you makan banyak-banyak, you nak cover your tam-tams pun no problem, Yeah, so it
Good
should
for
be
raya.
yes, good for raya, ready for you anytime. You nak mix and match lepas raya pun boleh, So dasar lah, it's relatively cheap considering the baju raya now punya standard price is
Yes.
like untuk baju elok lah, baju je pun ada yang dah RM200,
True.
That's just insane nowadays. So the baju is the set is RM159 only. Yeah, so to me it's really worth the material.
It is.
It's cool.
It is.
It is kan? It's so cheap.
It
The
is.
material is cooling, it's comfortable. You guys dah habis beraya, balik rumah, nak tidur dulu kat depan sofa tu pun boleh, Yeah, so kalau
Tak
nak
boleh.
datang
Kena
subuh
mandi.
pun
Kena
boleh.
mandi.
Oh tak
SOP.
boleh, COVID.
You balik, you
SOP.
terus mandi ya semua.
Yes, tak boleh. Tak payah. You nak bongkar,
Tak,
tukar baju dulu.
Tak, you beli baju lagi satu, you pakai baju yang the newly fresh one.
Yes,
You
yes.
beli
I
colour lain.
setuju.
You beli.
Boleh colour
so you
lain.
kena beli dua.
dekat-
You kena beli dua.
Betul. Beli dua, I bagi good price. Oh,
Yes.
macam tu. Yeah, and kita orang pun ada hijab. Our hijab is considerably wide. Untuk newbies pun boleh, untuk yang
Alah,
dah lama pakai tak boleh.
cute.
So macam it's wide enough for you to pakai masa solat lah. I selalu pakai macam ni, lepas tu I nak solat, I terus ikat yang macam boleh solat tu lah. So it's easy lah for siapa yang nak style trendy boleh. Lepas tu dia nak pergi surau, dia boleh jadi muslimah tu.
Tu
It's
dia.
actually very fun tu. Kalau you nak tarik yang white macam tu je lah.
Kalau nak solat, this one can bring behind.
Kalau nak solat boleh pin macam tu belakang. Okay lah. Yeah, come over
Buat tutorial tu ni.
Dah bagi
boleh buat
tiba-tiba ada
tutorial dah.
tutorial.
Okay, semua kan. Yeah, come over, okay? We're here all day sampai 10th of May nanti.
See, wearing tudung is fun. You can do lots of things with just one piece of cloth.
Yeah, it's so true, honestly. Yeah. Pakai tudung tau.
Pakai tudung tau.
Tudung tahu. Boleh buat hashtag pakai tudung tahu.
Pakai
Yeah,
tudung
pakai
tau.
tudung tau. Yeah.
Alright. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, sisters, for your time. Especially
Nice.
Zoo dekat booth. You can still come online for us. Alhamdulillah.
Oh,
Thank you so
anything
much.
lah.
Hopefully we can have you guys again for a different
Uh,
topic. We can talk about maybe cari suami ke untuk Amal.
tak, cari food.
Ya.
Cari food.
Oh, food. Food equals
I tak dengar, I tak
suami lah.
dengar. Apa dia? Apa dia? Hello?
Dia terus mute.
Fine, cari food.
Cari food.
Alright, Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully we can have you guys again soon, inshallah. And
InsyaAllah.
may Allah grant us the 10 days is coming tonight. It's starting tonight.
True.
Yeah, it's tonight. Yep, it starts tonight.
It starts
Today,
tonight. So
esok.
Ya. Esok lah.
Today is 20th. Yep.
Ya.
malam ni lah start.
Malam ni lah 20.
Malam ni is the 20th. So may Allah grant us more time so that we can keep on increasing our rewards,
Yeah.
and we have more time for reciting the Quran, and then maybe inshallah siapa-siapa yang tak boleh puasa tu, you can still cook for the people that's fasting, and then you can get the same reward of the person that's fasting.
I'll send my address soon.
Yeah. Same.
Okay.
You can
below.
deliver your food to Amal and Sister Zuliana.
Yes.
Amin.
Yeah. Sister Zuliana dekat booth, so it's easy for you guys to know where she is. Amal,
Yeah, just come to New Central then.
Yeah.
Amal kena bagi
Amal
address.
PO box kot.
I bagi PO box lah.
Okay.
I check every minute.
Ada ke tak?
Alright then. Assalamualaikum. Thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum.
Jazakallah everyone for tuning in. Inshallah, we're gonna have a really, really amazing session for next week. We're gonna have we're planning something for next weekend. So stay tuned. We're gonna maybe announce it next Monday or Tuesday. May Allah grant you guys blessed Ramadan. May Allah for the sisters that are struggling, may Allah may Allah ease your affairs and grant you rewards for any deeds that you do, for all the intention that you have for the sake of Allah. Assalamualaikum.